name of this song is the Itsy Bitsy Spider Talkin Blues. Well, the Itsy Bitsy Spider was walking down the sidewalk one beautiful spring morning. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, the bees were buzzing, and the flowers were blooming. But out on the horizon, a storm was brewing. Well, the Itsy Bitsy Spider's walking down the sidewalk, and he passed by a huge mansion with a long, tall waterspout reaching all the way up to the roof gutter. Well, the Itsy Bitsy Spider says to himself, "I believe I was meant to climb that waterspout." So the Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed the waterspout. About halfway, and a thunder shower washed him back down onto the sidewalk. Well, he was wet and cold and tired, and he felt like he just couldn't go on. But he was thankful to be alive. So he lay down and took a long nap. Well, out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the Itsy Bitsy Spider says to himself, "I'm going to conquer my fear and try to climb that waterspout again." So the Itsy Bitsy Spider gathered up all the courage he could muster, and he climbed up the waterspout. About halfway, and another thunder shower washed him back down onto the sidewalk. Well, he was wet and cold and tired. So he says to himself, "I think I'll take a nap and try again at a more opportune time." Out came the sun, but the sun stayed around all week long. So the Itsy Bitsy Spider says to himself, "I think I can climb up to the top of the roof this time." So the Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed up the waterspout about halfway, and he was hot and sweaty and thirsty. But he pressed on, and he climbed and he climbed and he climbed to about 3/4 of the way up the waterspout. And he was hot and sweaty and thirsty, and he thought he just couldn't go on. And he passed out, and everything went black. And he thought he was dead. And in the darkness, he noticed there was a little tiny speck of light in the distance. So he slowly walked towards the light. The closer he got to the light, the faster he walked. Walked faster and faster as he got closer and closer. faster he got, the closer he got. Finally, he got so close, he was covered in light. And he stepped out into the light and discovered he was at the top of the water spout. And he was hot and sweaty and thirsty. So he lay down and took a long nap. And when he woke up, he looked around the panoramic view that lay before him. And he praised God for his creation and gave thanks for it. And he gazed at the gutter and saw a trickle of water from the previous week's rain. So he took a sip and was refreshed. And was thankful for the water. And as night approached, he spun a little web and invited a couple of flies to dinner. And after dinner, he lay down on his web and looked at the stars above and considered the heavens all night long. And as dawn approached, the clouds returned. And down came the rain and watched the spider down the gutter to the water spout, all the way down the water spout. Down, 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 all the way down to the sidewalk. Well, he was wet and cold and tired, but he was thankful for the exciting adventure he just experienced. And as he lay down to go to sleep, he dreamed of the opportunities that lay ahead.